Okay, what is good, guys? Just got another tutorial type of video for you guys today, and it will be on the power of 3 or AMD model. So I'll get straight into it. Don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. So essentially, the power of 3 is one of the most foundational concepts in smart money theory, and it basically describes the natural repeating three-phase cycle of market movement, and this can be within a session or even just in a candle, and I'll get onto that later, the open high low close or the open low high close, but I'll go over that a bit later in this video. And as you can see, AMD does stand for accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So we can start off with the accumulation phase. So essentially, price moves sideways in a tight range and disrespects PDRAs on both sides of the market. Oh, that wasn't really very good. I'll make this a bit better. So we do see a tight range, and clearly we are engineering liquidity. And again, without accumulation, we cannot have a PO3. And this does set up for future manipulation on either side. It could either be this side or this side. And I'll get into the manipulation side now. And the manipulation is basically just the impulsive move out of the tight range. And it can reach into a PDRA or any form of liquidity. And it is basically designed to trap traders, or more specifically, breakout traders. So it commonly looks like this. So we accumulate, as we know, and then we sharply manipulate into a PDRA or any form of liquidity. And I'll leave that there before we get onto distribution because I don't want to confuse you guys too much. So we've seen accumulation and now our manipulation, and now we're anticipating us to flip the other way. So again, just in this example, let's say there is a fair value gap here and we accumulate and then we manipulate into this gap. So now we can move on to the distribution phase, and the distribution phase is essentially the real move after price manipulates. And this move is often always in the trend or in your daily bias or in the direction of your daily bias. So we've accumulated and now we manipulate and then we distribute. So I'll just draw this up again so you understand which parts of the accumulation. So we've seen our accumulation leg, or our accumulation phase. We're disrespecting PDRAs and there's clearly no structure. We're just moving around in a tight range. And then we manipulate into something like a fair value gap, which we see here. Oops. And then we are now, and then we see the distribution phase. Distribution phase lower. So in this trade, this is a trade that you would take real conviction with, or in the distribution phase, sorry, not in this trade. In the distribution phase, you would take a lot of conviction in your setup. So in the distribution phase, we often do deliver to a target, such as lows or even another higher time frame PDRA, but it is often a higher time frame PDRA, and it will be a higher time frame than a PDRA that we tapped into or that we manipulated into. So for example, if there's a 5-minute fair value gap here, we will most certainly be, well, this can vary, but it will be into, for example, an hourly or even a 4-hour PDRA. Well, 4-hour fair value, I'm sorry. So with that in mind, we can now get onto the candle aspects, or the daily candles and the more higher time frame candles. So for example, on a bearish day, we would see the candle open high and then go lower and then close. So it would look something, it would look a bit like, so for example, this is our bearish candle, right? We see price open here, manipulate higher, and then go lower to form the top wick, and then close here. So maybe in a power of 3 scenario, we see we see accumulation, tight accumulation here, and then we manipulate higher, put in the high of the candle, and then we distribute lower, and then obviously we have a little reversal and close the candle off there. So that's the most textbook thing that you'll see, and I'll do it for the daily candle now. Sorry, not the daily candle, the bullish candle. So we see our opening price here, and then we go lower before going higher and then closing. So this is why on bullish candles it is called an open low. We open, low, and then high, close. And that's why bearish day, or bearish candle, sorry, is an open high and low close. So with that in mind, we can really own our focus on the Po3 in a lower time frame to determine where the higher time frame narrative is going to go. So yeah, with that in mind, I'll probably just get into some examples now, and we can have a look. Maybe we'll go onto a 4-hour candle, and just bear with me as I try find a setup. So look, even just right here, as you can see in the higher time frame context, we accumulate, and then we manipulate, and now we're seeing the distribution leg. And if you guys did watch the trade recap, you can see that I in fact took this trade and I won this trade, and I got my bias so correct as I could see that we were getting a clear distribution leg on the higher time frame, and anyone that took longs on Friday probably didn't work out for them. So I'll try to go down to a lower time frame maybe. I think on Wednesday we actually had quite a good power of 3. They're like a textbook power of 3. So we can go back to here, go down to the 1 minute. So let's just mark out our PD array first. So this is where we're looking for price to manipulate into after accumulating. So we have, and keep in mind, the new 4-hour candle opens right here. And before 10 a.m. at 9:54, we see our textbook accumulation. And now we're waiting for a manipulation into this 5-minute gap. So let's play price out, and almost like we have superpowers or something, we manipulate into this gap, and now we're safe to anticipate a trade lower. But obviously we're not going to enter just yet. We need some confirmations. So we'll wait for this low to be broken. And as you can see, extremely good candle. And again, we can cross check, did tap into this gap. And if we look, actually we can't really see on the 4-hour. I'll have a look on the 4-hour candle, but it probably will be messed up. Yeah, replay mode isn't really the best. So again, can go short here with stops just above there and target a clean 2R. So we can watch price play out. Like TP in what? 1, 2, 3, in 4 candles. Can't really get easier than that. 4-minute take profit, but this isn't a trade recap, this is a tutorial. So I'll show you why price did that. So we accumulated here, textbook accumulation, we manipulated into a higher time frame PD array, and now we're distributing lower. So accumulation, manipulation, and now this is our distribution leg. So you understand that? I hope you guys do understand that. And I hope you guys, if you did enjoy that and understand that, have a look at some of my other videos and like, comment, and subscribe, as it does mean a lot to me. So yeah, I hope you'll have a good trading week, and I hope you understood that. And thank you.